everybody! Ikuzu! It is me, Tokkuri Yashi. Minasan konnichiwa! How is everybody doing? And it's coming up to Xmas. It's December now, and although for me, as I'm in the southern hemisphere, it doesn't feel like it because it's very hot. It definitely is coming up to Christmas. As you can see here, we have been given our first new Christmas unit of the year, which is the Kurisumasu Pecorine. Now, she is part of this new story event that we've been given, Cry Baby Christmas, a happy day for everybody. And if you go and have a little look here at the rewards we can get for this, there are a couple of growth orbs here that are very good, that are level 280, rank 29, so you definitely want to be grabbing them. Anyway, we are here today to have a look at Christmas Pecorine, not my guild house, and see what she can do. She is, though, I will say from the start, a tank for magical teams. That is what this Christmas Pecorine is going to be doing. And she has a union burst, like everybody. Precious Strike, which deals huge magical damage to one enemy character in front, reduces their magical defense, also reduces magical and physical damage to self by 15% for 18 seconds, and restores hit points to self. So she sounds like she could be pretty tanky. Here, skill 1, Royal Affection, moderately restores hit points to the lowest hit point percentage ally, as well as raising the magical and physical defense of all allies within 300 range. The range for this, I believe, though, is centered on the lowest hit point percentage friendly target, which could be good, as Pecorine is close to the front. She's not very close, but she's closer to the front that this 300 range wouldn't reach all the way to the back. Some of the magic characters there. It does say shifts focus to lowest hit point percentage character ally in here in the kit for us, so that's what I believe the range for this skill is. Here, skill 2, Frozen Slush, deals magical damage to one enemy in front and deploys a barrier that nullifies magical damage for 12 seconds. Magical and physical damage for 12 seconds, sorry. As well as restoring 50 TP. The range again for this is 300, but this time I believe it is from Pecorine's position, which is not a bad position, and 300 range isn't bad at all. It goes all the way back to Visora, but there are a few characters behind her that are pretty relevant magical units that would not be covered by this. Here's a quick look at our EX skill, because it is a little different, this one. Holy Knight Superpower moderately raises physical defense, and at 5 stars moderately raises physical defense and slightly increases magical defense. So there we go, we have got our Kurisumasu Pecorine, who is, as you can see there, a magical tank. Now she's in position 372, which is quite a good position for a tank. She's in front of most of the magical characters you will want to use. There's only a very few that are not there, which is one of the things that gives her an advantage, is her position right up at the front. She is a good magical tank with good hit points and good physical and magical defense. The physical defense is slightly higher, but the stats are good. She's got good hit points. I do think with the kit and the stats, she will be very tanky indeed. On top of that, she's helping your team to become more tanky too. Although there are a few other characters that may have been given this role in the past. Is this Pecorine any better? Is she going to improve your teams? Well, the character she's most similar to is Summer Yui, I believe. Now, Summer Yui is very similar, but I think this Pecorine is... Well, so Summer Yui gives attack boosts as well as defensive boosts of utility to the team, but she's a little bit further back, so there are a couple of characters, Warlock Jesus perhaps, maybe Ceremonial Alien, that you wouldn't put on the team if you was using Yui as your tank, but the Yui gives attack buffs as well as helping with the defense of your team. So if you've got Summer Yui, maybe you don't need this Pecorine. Perhaps the utility of her being a bit further forward would be an advantage. If that's a problem, you've got Noir Kuka. Wakuka is going to be extremely tanky too. Maybe as tanky as this Pecorine, that's yet to be seen. But the Wakuka only really buffs the attack of one of your allies, and she's not helping with the defense of your allies. So she's an option, but then this Pecorine is slightly different, and it could maybe, if your team's dying, you would want to use this Pecorine instead of the Kuka. Other characters that you might consider for this role that are magical is Xmas, Yori and Akari. Now they have been used in this role as well, but they are mainly attack buffers for the team, and they don't give your team any extra defense abilities. So if your team's dying, this Xmas Pecorine is definitely the choice to go for. I mean, we also got Princess Kokoro very recently with a UE1 that could probably tank very well for a magical team, and of course 6-star Monica's always been there as well. So she's a very good magical tank with more survivability for the team. Do you summon for her? Well, that's up to you. I mean, if Pecorine is your absolute Oshi and your number one favourite, they're obviously going to summon for her. She could probably be very helpful if you don't have, say, Summer Yui or Xmas Yori, then, or even Kuka Noir. She would definitely be helpful for tanking the magical team. Otherwise, you could possibly skip her. So this is a very difficult choice to make. I think I'm probably going to skip her, which is, I don't know if I really want to, but that's the whole point of this game, is it makes you want to summon for her. We've gone over what she does. If you really do need another tank for a magical team that's going to help keep your magical team alive, then this Xmas Pecorine is going to be very handy. But as a limited character, she will be back in 6 months' time, and then probably with unique equipment in a year or so. So maybe you can plan ahead. Anyway, let me know what you think of this new Xmas Pecorine. Very cute as always. I am Tokkuri Yashi, your pouty friend. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all again for another video. Bye 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 bye.